So I have been lucky to have an interesting journey. I started out as a professor at Syracuse University, and then I went into the private sector and started businesses outside of Washington, D.C. in the environmental and energy area. And then I left the private sector and came back to the university and joined Arizona State University, where I sat on the executive team and over time oversaw research and their Institute of Sustainability and their foundation. And then I retired from ASU and joined Centana Education in 2020, and I've been with Centana for the last 3 years. So to give you a glimpse on ASU's vision and goals, it starts with their charter. And their charter really has 3 components to it. The first one is to make education accessible. And they say, measure us by who we include, not by who we exclude. So it's about access to education. The second part of the charter is about research and making sure research is use-inspired, that it's of utility to our community and to our people. And then finally, the third part of the charter is to be active and help serve those communities where the university is located, to be out in the community working with people in every part of what they do in the community. So in one word, it's pretty easy to describe Arizona State University. It's innovative. The alliance between UAG and Arizona State University is a very special one. It's the only university in Mexico that's powered by Arizona State University. And that means that the partnership has access to and is deeply connected with Arizona State University in everything that ASU does and everything that UAG does. And so it expands from education to research, to collaboration on projects, to engagement with students, to engagement with faculty. And so all of that is available in this partnership between Arizona State University and UAG. It's really hard to describe UAG in one word. I would say, if I could use 2 words, I would say it's a combination of providing leadership to their students and also innovation. So the objectives or goals of our alliance are multifold. We have a lot of objectives. On the first side, we want to make sure that we provide an opportunity for students at UAG to go to the United States to complete their degree, but not have to go to the United States for all 4 years. That they can spend most of their time here in Mexico at UAG, get their courses at UAG, and then spend 1 year at ASU, either online or in person, and get both a UAG degree and an ASU degree, which is really quite incredible when you think about the savings and costs for doing that as opposed to having to go to the States for your education. So that first part of our objective is around those education programs. We call them dual degree programs. We also have those programs for graduate programs, what we call 1+1 program, 1 year here, 1 year in the States, and you get both masters, and 4+1 programs, 4 years here at UAG, 1 year at ASU, and you get your undergraduate degree here at UAG and your master's degree at ASU. And so we have a combination of these programs. We're also adding into that certificate programs and other ways for students at UAG to experience and get credit from an American university. So the second set of goals is around experiences and ability for students at UAG to experience ASU, but not having to leave campus. We're also working to make sure that if there's summer opportunities to go to ASU, that would be available to students, and then faculty exchange programs between faculty here at UAG and faculty at ASU. We also have an asset that's incredible for UAG, which is what's called the online content repository. Arizona State University now has over 250 degrees online, 5,000 courses. All of that content from ASU programs or online are available to be used at UAG. So they can be used to help to accelerate development of courses. They can be used to create new programs and new courses. So all of the educational material that is available at ASU that's been built up over many, many years is now available to UAG to be used in their programs and in their courses. To expand them, to accelerate them, and to make some content available that may not have been available before. And then of course the capstone here is this co-branding between Arizona State University and UAG, where UAG is now powered by ASU. And the objective there is to make sure that everybody understands there's a very strong partnership between UAG and Arizona State University. So the alliance between ASU and UAG, which started in 2021, it's been an evolution. I mean, it's taken a little bit of time for ASU to understand UAG. It's also taken some time for UAG to understand ASU. And so they've been working together since 2021 to begin building these programs. There's one part of the alliance between UAG and ASU, which brings in Centana Education, the organization I'm with. And in that part, Centana has been very active working with UAG on their enrollment, their marketing, their programs, their medical education. And so that's been very, very active. And then the direct connection to ASU has taken a little bit more time as ASU has understood what UAG offers and vice versa, what UAG offers. But we're starting now to begin to put in place these dual degree programs I talked about, these exchange programs I talked about, this access to this content repository. All of that is all starting to take shape and beginning to really be embedded within UAG. So in the short term, in 2023, I think what you can expect of the alliance is just a continued deepening of that partnership between UAG and ASU in all those dimensions that I've talked about earlier. In other words, in education and research. Research is a great example of where I'm very hopeful in 2023 we can begin to build some more partnerships, some collaborative partnerships between ASU. ASU is one of the top research universities in the United States without a medical school. They do about $800 million US every year in research. We should be able to connect some of that research with the researchers down here at UAG. Clearly in the health sciences, so I think there's an opportunity, as you know, in the food sciences, the food technology area, which is a very strong area for UAG. We talked about finding ways to make a connection there. But I think in many other areas, there's going to be an opportunity for research collaborations to occur between UAG and ASU. So I would hope to see and expect to see some great progress in that area in 2023. So what's different between what ASU does around the globe and what it does with UAG, what's called the Centana Alliance, is the purpose of having a comprehensive partnership. Most universities in the United States, the UK, Europe, when they form a partnership with another university overseas, it's usually doing a single thing, maybe just an student exchange program, or maybe just doing a faculty exchange program, or maybe having one collaborative research project. What we're trying to do here at UAG with Arizona State University is build what I call a comprehensive partnership to work in all those areas I talked about: degree programs, research, exchange programs, access to content. It's much different than what ASU does with most of its universities around the globe. Now, for the Centana Alliance, ASU Centana Alliance, it's a pretty similar model, but the difference is UAG happens to be the largest university in that alliance. So as a result, there's a lot more things going on with UAG than it is going on with some of these other universities. But right now, ASU has partnerships with hundreds of universities around the globe. But as I said, they're very narrow and very restricted to just specific areas, whereas this partnership with UAG is comprehensive. Try to make sure that there's an understanding that in Mexico, that UAG is the comprehensive partner for Arizona State University.